everybody who's listening.
That's why digital is actually very big in China because everything could just go at once. It's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I saw this is like, it's almost a joke, but it's real. Like everybody in China, live and selling things on the live channel is super
oh
popular.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
see a panel filled with mobile phones and a camera pointing at one seller, and she probably have like 200 channels and like 200 mobile phones on the wall pointing at her, and then she start to sell one thing to 200 channels and probably tens of thousands of people.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we have this. Okay, I think Marco knows more about Weiya.
yeah, yeah, it's
This
very
this
famous.
this live
So
seller.
yeah,
Can you tell us a little bit about it? Like, I think
yeah,
you're
we
more
ran
equipped
into
to.
Raya like about a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
We had an opportunity to work with her, and I didn't know anything about direct sales and how powerful it was until our colleagues started telling us about it. And then I went online and looked at her channel. Like she literally was so like some Tibetan little stone, uh, and in like 10 seconds, like she was sold out like 2,000 pieces in 10 seconds. Like she would literally say something about that, and then like okay, and then she has this like sort of famous like getting ready to sell kind of lines like okay, 5 4 3 2 1, and then boom, and then it was gone because everybody
Yeah.
literally has time to get ready on the phone, and they almost do it like a game.
yeah. They almost have to
Yeah.
hit the
Yeah, I
buzzer.
think we have this one person in Thailand too. I don't know if we have time, but there are two sides to it. She's come from a very, very humble background, and then she became popular, became a star of selling. She's pretty as well, so she
Mm.
started to sell, and she start to put like jokes, and she's like it's like a show. So people went to her channel, listened to her show, and then she make so that's a like good fun talk. Then she would sell things, and then she would describe things in a way that is hilarious, like, "Ooh, this perfume is for the girl who has long hair and slightly wavy, and this is the purpose of." I mean, she all made this thing up, but it's fun to hear. And then she do the random box. Give me 10,000 baht. Give me 100,000 baht, which is a lot of money, like 20,000 RMB, for one box, and I'm going to put random things in there,
Ah,
and
okay.
the box is sold out
Yeah.
just like that.
Blind box.
Yeah, and she was so successful that she has big warehouses, like big many warehouses, and she always live in warehouse to show how many things she does. But she start from the seller, street seller, simple, to become a B2B and B2C, one of the biggest one. So she controls the price. So you start to see the progression of a person. And this is a very interesting topic because she start to buy like a little chunk, and then she start to sell, and then she start to do business to business. So she buy from wholesalers, and then she cut down all the prices. So it puts strains, in a way, it puts strains on sellers, other
Yeah,
sellers, because nobody can beat her price. And then when you hit that economy of scale, I think CP knows that all by heart. When you hit this economy of scale, you start to get bigger.
Mm.
But people love her for it because she made jokes, and she was fun, and she was pretty. So it is interesting to see the progression. And then a lot of people admire her. This is a funny thing. A lot of people admire her and feel like CP is bad for being monopoly, or like run a lot of business. But in fact, people always gear towards getting bigger and economy of scale, and this is what people are doing.
Yeah,
mm,
yeah. But I think I can share some numbers with you guys next week on this direct sales economy. Um, I think for the case of Weya, right? Like her sort of return rate is extremely high.
yeah,
Like 30% of the orders will return back to the seller
yeah.
at the end of say one day. So
Mm.
people do it almost like as a game. They're just trying to get the quota, but then they don't necessarily want the product.
Yeah, they almost throw
Yeah.
it in a basket, and then later on, this, walking around the supermarket, you throw everything in there, and when you look at it, you're like, do I really need this? And start putting it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
I'll share some numbers. I think there's some very hidden kind of traps with this direct
Yeah.
sales economy in
And
China. Yeah.
and Weya, by the way, it didn't work out with us. Like
Yeah.
she wants to hammer down on price so much, and we finally made a big order from our factory, and later on she goes, nah, we don't want to do it with you.
Yeah,
So
Oh
it's
wow.
really yeah. There's a lot of like misunderstanding with the direct sales economy in China. I couldn't say much
And in
more.
Thailand too. And, you know, we can do this topic next time. It's very interesting, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's worth talking. And everybody experience direct sales. At least for myself, I buy things over Facebook a lot of the times.
yeah.
okay,
Totally.
cool.
All
Okay,
right. So maybe that's it for this week. We will continue next week with another topic: direct sales in China.
okay,
Yeah.
Sure,
okay,
sure.
great.